I met with an advisor who's a new subscriber to this channel, and he asked, how do I kindly turn away a prospect who's just not an ideal client or not a good fit? Because he said he gets most of his clients from referrals, but sometimes the people that referred the person that was referred was not an ideal fit. And he said he doesn't want his current clients to stop referring people because he's turning them away, or he just doesn't want to give that bad impression, right? That they refer a friend, the friend goes back to him and says, "Yeah, you didn't have time for me," or he doesn't want a negative thing to be said. So, Joe, this was a good question. Here's the answer. This is what we do at Streamline Financial, and this is a suggestion to think about. And by the way, if you haven't seen this channel yet, the whole channel, Streamline My Practice, is for financial advisors. Everything here is how we grew our firm, Streamline, and just sharing some of the tips and things that we've done. So in the past, we struggled with this the same way that you did, Joe, but we've had a lot of practice too, because it's inevitable. Once you start implementing some of these strategies and things, the marketing methods that we teach on this channel, prospects are going to reach out who are not ideal fits, and your clients are going to refer people who are not ideal fits. And we just need to have an easy way and in a kind way to turn someone away, but also have them feel good about it. And it is possible. I'll give you this how to do it in three ways, and then I'll share the verbiage and the script that you could use as well. The first two ways to turn someone away is actually something you can set up once. You only have to set it up once, and it's not going to take any extra time. The number one way to do that is have a frequently asked questions page on your website, and that page gets sent to the prospective client before the first meeting, so they can see the answers to common questions. They could see who's your ideal person that you do help. Who do you specialize in helping? A couple other examples, things you could include are how you get paid, right? Maybe the history of you or your firm, or how you often meet with clients throughout the year, different types of meetings, or is it once per year, or however you do it. So those common frequently asked questions that prospects have, put those on a page somewhere, share that ahead of the meeting. That can help answer a lot of those questions and turn people away who are not ideal fits. The next way to do it automatically is to have a questionnaire that pre-qualifies clients or prospects for you. So we've got a simple questionnaire that's about 8 questions before they can schedule a meeting. And if they're not a good fit, then they go down a certain path on the questionnaire and they're referred out to another advisor or another firm. We use Typeform to do this, but there's plenty of other survey tools out there. There's free ones, there's paid ones, SurveyMonkey or Google Forms or whatever it might be. They can all do the same thing. But now let's say you just want to have the most practiced and the most at bats to talking with prospects. So you can do either market research one-to-one, or you could just practice your sales language or whatever you want. It is a good idea in the beginning, if you don't have that many people reaching out, to talk to as many people as you can. So maybe you won't do the pre-qualifying questionnaire. Maybe you won't do the facts, and you'll just do as many meetings as you can. If that's the case, you still need to have something to say where you could turn away people in a good way. So if that's what you do, where you offer an intro call and you find out they're not a fit on the call, because we're doing this, I believe that we've got a duty to help them as much as we can on the call, because we didn't send them the other things to pre-qualify themselves. We're there. We now have to serve them in some way. Or the other reason why is, let's say it's a referral from a client, and what you'll want to do is really serve your client by helping their friend or the person they referred for free, right? That's good on that person, good for your client. So in the first meeting, when you find out they're not a fit, what should you say to them? Well, here's one idea. You could focus on cost. And of course, all of this stuff has to be true. Here's something a version of what we say to someone. So as we're talking, I'm trying to gauge whether or not the value that we're providing is going to be above and beyond what the cost is to work together. Because really, we only want to work with clients where we're very certain that we can add more value than what the fee is. But for this case, I don't know if I'd be able to do that for you based on these reasons. Or you could say the typical client of ours is paying between $10,000 to $20,000 per year, and I could justify the cost if we were to start working together. But there are other advisors out there who may be able to help and do some of the things that you're looking for less of a cost. Can I share their names with you? So if you focus on the cost and the value, and again, you got to be have good reasons and be honest here with what the cost is. That's truly the cost of who's working with us, what the fee is. But so obviously, stay honest, and then also start building that referral list of clients who maybe it's fee only network, or maybe it's XYPN, or one of those ones where anytime we've done this with someone who's not a fit, they have thanked us because it's we're trying to help them and still serve them, point them in the best direction, and they like us being candid with what the cost is to work together. So it's never been a negative experience for people, the best we can tell when we're talking to them. But there's another piece that's really important here. It's actually the most important thing. And I would say after the call with that prospective client, it's really important that you contact your client who referred them, the person who is your client who referred that person you just got off the phone with. And why do we want to do that? Is because we want to educate our client again on who our ideal clients are, right? We could thank them for sharing our name with somebody else and bringing up an opportunity for more referrals, and then remind them of who our ideal clients are and make them feel good too, our current clients. So it's thank them, then describe why we're not able to work with the person, and then give an offer. So let me share that example with you. So Bob's the person who is a client, and he referred someone. I said, Bob, hey, thanks for introducing me to Joe. We had a great free planning session and it was really productive. And one of the things, though, you know how you like us overseeing a lot of the different parts of your financial life, like the retirement income plan and tax strategies? Well, in talking with Joe, it seems like he might not need all of the things that we do. And maybe it's not worth the cost or the fee to him. So I helped him as much as I could. And I let him know about other advisors in town that he could interview and really probably help him better than even I could. And I really do appreciate you introducing me to different people and your friends. I enjoy giving them advice too, friends or family members, even if they don't become a client. So always feel free. You could always introduce them to me. I'd love to do a call with them. So that's just an idea, some example scripts, reword it, make it something more personal, but you can kind of see the framework of just helping them and then describing why, and then giving sort of like an offer, which is continue to refer. There's also an important thing when, let's say they have not referred someone, but they said, oh, I just met with Joe and I gave him your name and he's going to reach out to you. I gave him your email address too. So he'll reach out to you soon. He's a friend of mine. I hope you can help him. Here's what to say to your current client. Hey, you mentioned that you referred your friend. Why do you think he might need my help? And that way you're kind of doing a little bit market research. How does your client see you in their eyes? What are the problems that his friend is facing? So you get a little in-depth or behind the scenes look at what he needs help with. And then you could say, yeah, I'd be glad to talk with him and give him a free planning session. As you know, we're selective with who we could bring on as clients, but I'd be happy to help him for free in this first meeting and see if I could point him in the right direction. See where it goes from there. Thanks again for telling him about us. Something like that. So all of this is really just educating. We want to help people who are not clients, but we really want to focus on current clients to make sure they understand who and how we're helping people and what we're doing for people. But keep that communication going with clients. I hope this was helpful. If it was, give this video a like, and then I'll see you in the next video. Take care.